Most people struggle to build their businesses because they are doing it the hard way, and that's alone. But what if I told you that there was a faster, smarter, and cheaper approach that you are completely overlooking, and it's been staring you right in your face the entire time? That's your family. Now I know what you're thinking. But family and business doesn't mix. But what if that mindset is actually holding you back from building wealth even faster? So why is building a business by yourself the hard way? And the reason is because when you are starting out by yourself, you're doing everything. You're wearing multiple different hats. You are the CEO, the president, the marketer, graphics designer. You're doing everything. And your time is limited. Everybody only has 24 hours, and you might have a full-time job. You might have a family at home. You might have kids, cook dinner. You might have school. You might be doing other things that is not the business. So you are actually limited by how much you can do, how much work you can actually put in to your business. Another thing is burnout. Like if you are doing everything, you'll actually grow to hate the business that you started because you're all the time 24/7 and there's really no breaks. There's always some kind of fire to put out. There's either customer service, there's an email, something wrong with your website, something wrong with the product, something wrong. There's always something wrong. So if you're by yourself and you're the only one taking on that burden, then you are more likely to burn out and hate the idea of entrepreneurship as a whole because of it. The idea of running a business by yourself, it seems fun, right? It seems like you can move faster because you're a little bit more nimble. But when it comes to actually making money and building something that's a little bit that's actually, a past a side hustle, then going alone means being slow. Actually having a team around you, having people around you, you're able to actually multiply your efforts into one idea of one business. Okay, then you're able to go further. That's where your family comes in. All right. Another thing is when you're working by yourself, you're only held accountable by yourself. And if you are a person who is super disciplined, who is completely focused on everything they need to do, and you're by yourself, you don't need anybody pushing you or anybody holding you accountable. Kudos. Like I can't, I can't do anything with you because I even know, even on my most disciplined, times, I do also need that extra push, that extra kick from people around me. But when you're running a business by yourself, you're only accountable to yourself. Like you need to write those emails. You need to make that content. You need to send those orders out and things like that. And if nobody is actually holding you accountable, it's easy to go, I could do it tomorrow. Or I could put it off. I can do that later. That one is not important. But it is important. And when you're by yourself, you don't have that. When you are not working in unison with other people, you don't have that. Okay. And the last thing why working alone is harder is that you have a lack of resources. And that doesn't only mean money, it means knowledge and expertise as well. If you be surprised, right? If you talk to people in your family, they have amazing talents that some you might be very well aware of, and sometimes you might not know about. But if you are working as a team, as a family business, there are people who have different skills and expertise that can be of value to the business. And once that is established and once they're able to work with you, then you're able to, as I mentioned before, to multiply your efforts and hit your goals even faster. Okay. Hey, if you are serious about starting your own family business and have no idea where to start, I have something for you. Okay. It's my family business playbook. It is filled with resources, tools, and guide that'll help you go from idea to actual business. Okay. All you have to do is click the link in the description below or comment the word playbook and I'll get it right to you. All right. So let's get back. Now, let me show you why family is the most overlooked business hack that you can have, right? And it's a few reasons. The first reason is built-in trust in a shared vision, right? You know that the people you have in your family, right? The people who are closest to you, and that doesn't only mean blood relatives, right? The people who you consider family, you love them, you trust them, right? Why not have them on your same team when it comes to trying to build something, when you're trying to build a legacy for the future generations? Why not have them on your team? You say you want to build generational wealth, but you don't actually want to do anything with the people in your generation. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, it just sounds good. Like, it makes no sense to me. Okay. So, and you have a shared vision. Who else wants the best for you? Right? Your wife, your husband, your dad, your mom, your brother. Like, these people want the best for you. So why not harness that energy and put it on the same train and go down the same track with each other? Okay. Go in the foxhole together and actually create something that lasts. All right. The second thing is, and I kind of alluded to this at the beginning, it's cheaper than hiring a full team, especially at first, right? And not to say that you don't compensate your family members, especially if once money starts to come in, but early on, you might not be making a lot of money to hire somebody, to hire a contractor, to hire extra team members, but your family can fill those roles, and maybe not at the most high levels, because they might not have expertise or the skill set, but they may be there to help out, and that can set things in motion. Family is great for that. Okay. And also, compounding skills equals faster action, right? If one person handles the marketing, the other person handles, customer service, the other person handles shipping and handling, and you handle, the overall vision of the business, things can move so much faster that way than you trying to spread yourself thin and do everything. Trust me. Okay. Once me and my family figured out where our roles were and what we could do, everything started moving way faster because everybody had a singular goal. You just do that. Malcolm, you do that. Dad, you do that. Okay. That's literally how it went. Okay. And lastly, and this goes into the first one, unlike just, random business partners, you are actually thinking long term with the people that you love. You are actually thinking long term with your wife. Yo, this could be great for the both of us. This could be great for our kids when they get older. Even if we don't pass this business, we can pass these skills down. We can pass down wealth down because we've created this thing together and we want the best for our family. That's where, sometimes a random business partner, you might not have the best, they might not have the best intentions. They might not have the same vision or goals you may have, but with family, it's built in. Okay. Now, I totally get why people are very hesitant when it comes to building a family business. It can get messy, and many times it does get messy. It's because they don't do these things. Okay. Now, one, they don't clearly define roles and expectations. Okay. You definitely, even if, it could be your wife, it could be your brother, these people and love. But if you don't clearly define roles and expectations, what you expect out of them and what you expect out of their role in the business and where you want the business to go, you're never going to be on the same page. And if you're not on the same page, I don't care how much you know each other on a familial level, you'll never get anywhere. Okay. Another thing that can happen, you don't separate the business time from the family time. And a lot of times where it gets messy, they bleed into each other. Okay. So you might be spilling family time into the business, and that might cause arguments that, or get carried over, or you may be spilling business stuff into family time. And then that also creates a separation. Me and my dad, we are business partners, but we still make time to just talk about father and son stuff. How are you doing? Like, I'm doing good. Like, no. And then sometimes I would get so caught up in the business. He's just like, no, how are you doing? Like, how is life going for you? I understand work because we work together, but how is life going for you? You always want to make sure you make that time to separate the two, because if you are just always in work mode all the time, and then the family part suffers, and you don't want that. But if you are bringing the family stuff into the workplace, then the work will suffer. So you have to find that balance and make sure you are disciplined in keeping that balance. Okay. And another thing you can do, and I always recommend this no matter what kind of business you're starting, start small and test. Make sure you're always testing and iterating. You don't have to go all the way in, on an idea that's completely unproven. One of the things that you can do to actually get your family business on board is to start something small so they can see a proof of concept and go, okay, I believe in you because you're serious about this, and I see some actual potential from this idea. Then you'd be surprised at how much they jump on board with the actual idea of the business. Okay. So now I leave you with two choices. Okay, you can either go at it alone, slow, or you can bring your family along with you and go faster and hit your goals a lot faster. Okay, if this video made you think differently about starting a family business, let me know. If you're still completely against starting a business with your family, again, let me know in the comments, and I love to talk to you about it because I'm so passionate about this. I love my family. I am team Bowser all the way. Okay, and I hope you are team whatever your last name is all the way as well. Okay, if you're actually serious about breaking generational curses or creating generational wealth and things like that, it starts somewhere, and it should start with you. And what better way of of doing that than starting a family business, right? That's just my opinion. But with that being said, my name is Malcolm Bowser, and if you like this channel and you want to keep getting content from this channel, don't hesitate to subscribe, and also check out this video I did on the 5 mistakes family businesses usually make when they're starting out. Okay, it's really good. Check it out.